Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol AQB. We will take a look at the 15-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 15-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 15 minutes. So while this here may look like a couple of weeks worth of time, it's actually just today's price action broken down into 15-minute time slices. I like to do this time frame that does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. I don't mean to state the obvious, but I will anyways. Crazy movement today, and not only from the price action perspective, but you look down here at the volume, and well above average volume on the day. And to think that I alerted in the chat or our private community right around the $3, I don't know, 25-cent mark. And then I went and did something else, and I came back, and the thing was up over 450 and then 5. So point being, an absolutely monster move. So a lot of eyeballs on this. So let's map out some areas of support, and then we'll talk about areas of resistance going into next week. First area of support is what I would call the ideal level. When we say, hey, Clay, what would make this chart look the absolute strongest? And that would be if the price can stay up above the $4 mark. Now, don't get me wrong. If the price falls below 4, I'm not saying the entire chart is destroyed or anything like that. But yeah, if the price could manage to stay up above that level, that would certainly be a huge sign of power going forward. Next level of support after that would just be the bottom portion of this previous consolidation area, right around 370. So if anything, you could call it a support zone down here from 4 down to 370. But keep an eye on that. Now, taking a step back and looking at all this from more so the big picture point of view, that is where the purple line comes into play, the 50-period moving average. And this certainly assumes that you have a broader time horizon. Keyword here, though, being moving, because as next week plays out, that line is going to move itself higher and higher. So a very basic yet highly effective way to judge the health of the move, that right there being defined as the move. Just watch that purple line. As long as the price stays above that line, as the line itself moves higher and higher, then the bulls are in full health, the bulls are in full control. However you can best visualize that, that is what is being represented. Again, yeah, staying up above 4 to 370 range, that would be great. But from the grand scheme of it all, as long as the price is above that purple line, then again, the bulls are 100% in full ownership of the chart. What about areas of resistance? Nothing complicated here. I mean, the party stopped today up there at the 545 mark, so let's just call it 550. So 550 will be public enemy number 1 going into next week. All in all, though, anyway, look at it. Great movement today, great volume, and it'll be interesting to see if this momentum can carry into next week or not. One of the biggest questions I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.